Welcome back, everyone. This week we're at this OCMC 6 hour, and I say this week, but what I mean is this is like a month and a bit ago. But I've been waiting and waiting for them to put up the results, and they said that they were going to get them up soon, but they haven't done it. And fuck it, I'm just going to do the video now because I don't want to wait anymore, and I'm pretty sure they just lost the results. So, okay. So you saw, I didn't start this time. This year we didn't have any problems with Jesse's bike. His bike started. Right now I'm following Fox. But yeah, so in the first clip, the big group went, and you can see Jesse go in the middle of them. And then the second group, I managed to spot Fox because he was dragging it around the outside. And then this year we decided, right, we'll do one lap each because it's quicker to swap the transponder over than the amount of speed we lose in the second lap because we're not very fit and we can't ride very well. So, like, we had the transponder in a backpack, and each time we did a lap, we chucked the backpack over. But unfortunately, Jesse forgot to film on the first lap. He has his GoPro. The last year, he forgot his GoPro and his bike broke down at the start of the race. So, oh, hit a tree, and now I've lost Fox. Well, it was all good for about the almost 1 minute I could keep up with him. Well, I say keep up, I was barely keeping up. And he's also on his second lap, so he's more worn in than me. But anyway, right now, we're on board with me. I'm really, really enjoying what they do with the track. Like, they improve it, and I think that this year is like, it's just really good fun. I still can't do these jumps. I'm too scared. There's no one for me to follow, so I'm just taking it at my own speed. I didn't get to do a huge amount of the recording because I only have an hour on my battery. Oh, I could see a bunch of people falling over in the thing, so I didn't bother going around. I did do it on other laps. I like how they changed it. So they make it so there's a massive wheelie log to get over to get into it, but then they took out the wheels and then, the tires that were laid down. And then it was into like the same like culvert jumps that you had to do before. But one of the laps I made it through just totally fine, and then another lap I came through way too slow, and I kind of like I didn't even wheelie to get onto the over the culvert, so I just kind of like bumped into it and came off, which I thought was kind of funny. And then another guy tried to get around me, and he like flipped over. This was complete carnage this year. Early on, it's fine. There's no problems. That little route that you see in the middle turned into a enormous dugout, like trench, like wheel deep thing. It was crazy. I gotta get myself a shirt. It's cool watching this guy racing around with a shirt. I was following him, and he's very noticeable because obviously he's very distinctly dressed. The gentleman, he's wearing his Sunday finest out. But yeah, it was cool. So yeah, anyway, I was saying, going back a little bit, yeah, I liked how they've changed the course. Unfortunately, Jesse forgot his GoPro on the... He got his GoPro... Ooh, almost went off there. He forgot to record on the first lap, and I think he forgot to record on the second lap, so you get 2 laps of me going back to back. So I thought that was kind of funny. I only brought 1 battery though, so I could only record like an hour of footage before I ran out. So that means I only got 2 of my laps. I'm pretty happy with the pace I was going. I was passing people. Yeah, a few people were passing me as they're faster, of course. Like I'm no... Of course. But I was pretty happy with the pace I was making. I was catching people up. I was following this guy for a while, but he had a pretty good pace. I don't think I could catch him on the... I definitely couldn't catch him in the open. And in some of the woods, I do catch him, and then I think I make a pass on him. It's been a while since I cut this footage together, so I cut it immediately after the race, so I could remember like what was happening and stuff like that. And then I was like, oh, you know, I'll wait until the... I'll wait until the... results come out, and then I'll be able to talk about it. And I also really was curious, like, I feel like my laps were getting faster. Oh, that was bad. Just spinning in. But then he made a mistake, and I make it past him. Yes! But then I fuck up, like, a little bit. Going around one of these corners, I was following someone too close. Here, yeah, too close, and now I can't get around him. And then the handsome gentleman in his t-shirt makes it by me again. I'm like, damn it! I think I do make it past him again. I can't remember. The clip will come up. We'll see. Maybe I don't. Maybe it just whizzes off to Narnia and I never see him again. I was very happy with my riding overall, though. The bike was running fantastic. I cranked the settings up pretty hard, so I was slamming the whoops as best as I could. And yeah, I was really happy with the pace I was doing. I was feeling comfortable and smooth. So you can see through like this section, I'm catching the guy pretty quick, but then when he's out in the open, there's no chance I can catch him. Like, it's not going to happen. He was much quicker in the MX side. Ah, yes, I remember now. Whoop. Down he goes. Made a bit of a mistake. I get by again. So that was pretty good. I mean, pretty good because he made a mistake. Like, yeah. Okay, well, whatever. It's pretty good for me. I'm like doing little jumps in the woods. I'm feeling great. I'm very happy with how the bike's riding. I was very happy with how fast I was able to go through some of these bits as well. Bike's feeling really good. I think I just saw 63 on there. That's not normal for me. Well, yeah, not normal. So come back in, just ease my way through the pit stops. Don't go too fast because I don't want to run people down. Here's Jesse, and then it is.
How was it, man?
Good. I hit one tree and didn't come off.
Oh yeah, I hit a tree. Yeah, so it's me again. I think I cut it a little bit shorter on the second time through, on my second lap, but I feel like I was riding better. And, yeah. So I hit a tree on the first lap, which was kind of annoying. Like, I was trying to make a pass by someone. Oh, there's Mike. Rusty Nut Racing. Keep getting it mixed up with Rusty Sprocket, but no, it's cool. Showing off, that's why I'm sideways. Yeah, so I was trying to make a pass on someone on one of the laps, on that lap, and unfortunately I saw this, like, because I caught up with him pretty quickly. Here we go. So a pretty big lock to get in. Then a little matrix, messed this up. Oh, that guy went quick. Just looking at him, I'm not paying attention where I'm going, but I make it through. So on the lap that I go through too slowly. Well, almost too slowly there, but I did it. What was I saying? Can't remember now. Just waffle on and then get distracted by my own videos. Oh yeah, I was following this guy. I caught him up pretty quickly in the woods, and he was struggling a bit in the sand. And then I saw this part like along a straight, so I tried to make a pass on him, but unfortunately, he wasn't just going slow. It was just because he was stuck in the sand a little bit. So I was alongside him. And suddenly there was these trees, and I thought he might let me go because I'd been trying to make the passing call for a while, and I thought he was going to let me go, but unfortunately he didn't. So I braked hard, he braked hard, he hit one tree, I hit him and hit the tree. I asked if he was alright, but I might have like come across as like aggressive. I meant it, like truly like, shit, sorry man, I hit you. So if he remembers or if he watches this, yeah, sorry for bumping into you, I didn't mean to do that. And if it makes him feel any better, I damaged my shroud. So fuck this up. It was quite soft, and then all of a sudden Jesse just pops out of nowhere.
I'm over a fucking log.
Yeah, I went over a log. I went round to another one, and it was fine. I think it was. Was it fine? I felt like it was fine. Oh yeah. Just be careful. Just drive it through slowly. Don't over rev it. Just spin, and it will. Don't spin, and it will go up, and that was fine.
That was fucking dog shit.
I wasn't very happy with that. Mike absolutely nailed it up the one that I messed up on. But he let me by. Some of this stuff was getting pretty heavily rutted out now. The sand's getting pretty soft. Didn't crash this lap go through. Almost crashed at that corner. So, you know. But I'm learning it. I'm liking some of the speed you can get down here as well. I need to just learn to get more connecting. Like, continue, like, maintaining some of the speed through some corners. But, you know, it's not about just ragging it as hard as possible down the straight because I haven't got the skill to stop yet. I'm getting passed by a lot of people. There's just like some people that ride so good. Just like look at his technique, this guy. Like, wow, it's so cool to just watch him. So you know, it's things to learn. So now there's not much more to show the lap. So now we're over to Jesse. So, about that, I think it was the 3rd lap in, or the 4th lap in. I get back and I'm like, yo, what's up? And he's like, yo, so, the top of my forks exploded out. I was like, oh, shit. So my bike has to do double duty now. So Jesse is out on my bike for the 1st lap, so forgive him. He probably has a lot of experience on my bike now. But he won't be used to it, of course, because it's set up for how I like to ride, and yeah, it's obviously a new bike as well. It's not a 300, it's a 200, 250, so it revs different, you know, like that, all of that. But he seems to be doing a pretty good job. I also like how he has a different aspect ratio on his GoPro, so it feels so different. Oh yeah, also, like, on the 1st lap, after like somewhere in the 1st lap, my fucking speedo stopped working as well. So it just says 0 everywhere, which is annoying. Because that means like basically 5 hours of riding. Or sorry, like, if it was 3 hours, we're supposed to be doing 3 hours each, but we ended up having to do 3 extra laps on my bike. So there was a lot of hours put onto my bike for this ride, but it was okay. It's all fine.
4. Where's Jesse?
Stupid. The electronics for that bloody speedo is awful.
Ow.
It looks so dramatic and violent with Jesse's GoPro, because he has the GoPro 5, I think, and I have the 7. I don't see the point in upgrading. Ooh. I mean, it's his 1st lap time around the lap, right? So he's not so he's not used to like just giving it, so to speak. He takes the he told me he took the sensible lines just to make it a little bit easier. And also he didn't want to smash my bike up, which is fair, but I mean, I smash my bike up. I don't really care if he smashes my bike up or not. As long as he doesn't drown it, I don't care. So, yeah, he has like a slightly, I have a slightly newer model GoPro than him. Neither of us have a particularly new GoPro. But you can see like the difference. I think the video quality is okay, the sound quality is definitely not great, and the stabilization is rudimentary comparatively. I think that's Vinny. Yeah, so it's interesting to see the different GoPros. I don't think I'm going to get a new GoPro. Definitely not next year. I'm not riding enough to justify one. They're so fucking expensive now. I swear, when I bought my GoPro, I looked at the price and it was like $290, like brand new GoPro and memory card and stuff. Now, Jesus. Well, this scares me. Okay, he did it. Oh.
Sorry to get close, boys.
He did it for me. Got us all that time back. Yeah, they're so expensive now. They're like $600 or something crazy like that. It's like, oh my god.
It is slick.
It is definitely slick back in this section. But he seemed to handle it pretty good, I think. Yeah, I was looking at the DJI cameras, action cams. I think those are probably quite suitable, because I was looking that if you record at 60 FPS in 2K, or 1K, sorry, 60 FPS in 1K, 1080p, you can get 2 hours, or over 2 hours. I think it was like 2.5 hours, they said, which would be absolutely sick, because that's a whole race. I always film in 1080. That is because the GoPro 7, if you film in 4K, all it does is take up more data. It doesn't actually look any better. I did a crap load of tests, and I realized that 1080p at 60 FPS gives you better quality than 4K at 24 FPS or 30 FPS, 24 FPS. And I think it's just because the bitrate's higher and the sensor is just shit on the GoPro. So the DJI does have a bigger sensor, which also will help with like the low light. So going through the trees in like crappy situations. God, it looks so aggressive going through here watching him. Jesse's making some moves though. But yeah, like, so I think the DJI would be a much better, it's a better camera, but then like there's the whole America getting huffy and puffy about Chinese technology. But I mean, the Chinese definitely do have the GoPro owners stumped. Their camera is better. It's just as simple as that. And I think anybody who has a DJI, especially one of the newer ones, probably sings absolute praises about it, because this is an excellent piece of technology. Whoa, let him go. I think he's starting to get the hang of my bike. Looks like he feels good on it. I mean, realistically, it is this bumpy for when I ride as well. It's just the stabilization of the GoPro just makes it look super smooth. So, oh. I got caught out by that route as well, I remember. So yeah, I think it's up to the 4 now. I think it's the 4. So perhaps maybe end of next year, maybe I'll look at a 5 or something and see what they've improved in the technology. Because all I'm looking for is better battery tech and better sensor tech, which I know is a high ask because obviously, you know, that's where the cost comes from and where. I was looking at like actual cameras as well, and I feel like the technology is starting to really plateau with that kind of stuff. So it's about trying to like optimize and improve like the CPU. Like getting pretty nerdy now, but like when you like shrink the size of like the die and like the nanometers of Jesse of like the die stuff, it like improve like performance, battery life, and like use less power and all that sort of stuff, which means you can put more into the filming. Blah blah blah. Sorry, I'm a massive nerd. I do this. I do nerdy stuff for a job. Oh!
Fuck.
Oh, he's down.
Oh no.
Mike's ruined. Absolutely clapped.
You forgot to grab the clutch.
What's happening here? Oh, it's me.
Oh, dude, she's running good.
That big hill's still a shit show.
Which, that one over there? Yeah.
Yeah. So back out with Jesse again because you don't need. I think I was out of battery by this point. 2 laps. Was about. I think I was doing about 30-minute laps. I got like. I don't know. I got a bit of extra footage on the 3rd lap, but it's like nothing of worth. And then the battery ran out midway into like in a part into the lap, so I can't tell you. I could probably try and piece together exactly how long my first couple of laps were, but I mean, I feel like my laps were getting faster and faster throughout the day, aside from when I got stuck on the hill, which happened maybe twice, which I had to be saved by Jesse both times. I was like, help me! It just came out of nowhere. I should have gone over to help him, but I was just too busy like talking with Fox and other people in the area, and you know, being a busybody socializing, which is probably. I'm sorry, Jesse. I'm sorry. I was a terrible teammate. I should have saved you. Oh. Feels bad. And now he's getting roosted. I don't blame him for trying to take the easier route, but even the easy routes were getting like dug out. Like, what the hell is this shit? And also, like, when you ride someone else's bike, right, you're always a little bit more timid. And when it's your own bike, you just like ram it through, and you wouldn't give a fuck. He's being too kind, even though I'm like, fuck it, man, just ride it. Who gives a shit? It's just a bike.
Oh my god, these hills are fucked.
I like that little pull strap that I have. Because like on his bike he has an actual like handle to pull on the thing, and I have like the little
Come on, bike.
have that little like thing under the tail, but I think it's kind of not great to grab compared to his. So I like the pull strap that I have. It just makes it so much easier to like tug the rear around and do what I want with it. But I think he's definitely he was getting faster and faster each time I looked at his footage. But here.
Oh, fuck.
And then he blamed himself for damaging my shroud. I'm like, bro, it wasn't you, it was me. But I mean, it was us. It wasn't just me. He definitely finished it off. But when I hit that tree, when I was trying to make the pass on that guy, yeah, I definitely heard some I was like, oh boy. But it hadn't come completely broken, so I just thought I'd like rip the front bit. But whatever, shrouds, they break, who gives a shit? It's good fun to just ride around on dirt bikes. I love it. It's all part of the game. I do definitely need to do some maintenance though before I get out on it again. I mentioned it in the last video, even though this video is much before that. And the bearings weren't gone at this point, but they're definitely gone now. Just like, you know what? It's okay. Maybe people who don't always watch all my videos will be like, oh, or don't know so much about like the riding. This is what it's more like. Even this has stabilization, so it's a lot bumpier than what you even see in this camera. So that nice. Yeah, so you get shaken around a lot. So, unfortunately, I don't know where we came. I don't know what our lap times were. I'm fairly confident my last lap was my fastest lap because I didn't crash. I made up all the hills in like one go. I felt like I was flowing good. I could remember quite big chunks of the track by that point as well, like 6 laps of practice in. And I was feeling good because we were doing one laps. So, you know, I was getting a good amount of rest. So I just felt really fresh to just like go out and just hit it. And then when I knew it was the last lap as well, I wasn't not trying to save energy.
Go all the way to
just
the
full
end.
send.
The middle, the third one's fucked. Go all the way to the
Gotta
end.
get some advice.
Oh,
And look, there's Fox.
yeah, that's good.
So yeah, I think that'll do for this week and well, yeah, for this year. So hopefully I'll be back soon. Have a
bad
good
at
new
all.
year, everyone. See ya.